Hi, this is the Honest Poppy, and welcome to your bite-size all-rounder workout. We are going to be looking at all your target areas today, so your legs, your abs, and your shoulders, but in a bite-size workout that you can fit into a quick 15 minutes if you don't have time to do a full workout today. It's going to be at a moderate intermediate level, so fairly fast pace, but that way I can fit in as much as possible into the short amount of time that we've got. So let's get going. We're going to start with a quick warm-up doing imprint and release and stretching the legs away. So you're going to lie on your back and bring yourself into an imprint. That's pulling your hip bones towards your rib cage using just the abdominals, making sure you're not pushing with your legs so that you can breathe in and bring your legs up one at a time into a tabletop position, holding that imprint so you're stabilizing your lower back. You're going to stretch your legs away as you breathe out, bend them back to tabletop as you breathe in, bring them down to the mat one at a time as you breathe out, and then release your imprint as you breathe in again. As you breathe out, move into that imprint again, that posterior tilt of the pelvis. Breathe in as you bring one leg up at a time to tabletop, out as you stretch your legs away, in as you bend them back to tabletop, and out as you lower them down. In as you release your imprint, out as you move back into your imprint for one more time, in as you lift your legs into tabletop one at a time, out as you stretch them away on the diagonal, in as you bend them back to tabletop, out as you bring them down to the mat one at a time, and in as you release back to neutral. Our next warm-up exercise is going to be cat stretch. This is just going to move into the shoulders as well as mobilize your spine and switch the abs on. So make sure your start position is neutral with your hands directly below your shoulders, your knees directly below your hips, and your back is flat. You're going to breathe in to prepare and out as you tuck in and round your spine, starting with your pelvis and finishing with your head down. Breathe in to stay and out as you move into extension from the pelvis all the way through your spine and finishing with your head. Make sure your shoulders stay active here. You haven't dropped into them. You're pushing away from the mat and pulling your shoulders down away from your ears. Breathe in to stay, out as you tuck in and round your spine. Moving into flexion, breathe in to stay, and out as you extend, moving all the way through from your pelvis, finishing with your head. One more set, in to prepare, out as you round into flexion, and breathe in to stay, and out as you move into extension again. And then bring yourself back to neutral. We're going to add a little bit of rotation of the spine here. So you're going to breathe in to prepare, and then out as you scoop through with your arm, rotating your spine. You can sit back a little bit towards your heels as you do this, and then as you breathe in, you're going to come back up to that neutral position. Breathe out as you scoop through the other side, rotating your spine, and in as you come up to neutral. Keep going for 4, and coming up on the inhale, 3, coming up on the inhale, 2, and coming up on the inhale, last 1, and coming up on the inhale, finishing in neutral again. And that's our warm-up, so we're going to move into the exercises next. Our first exercise is called the roll-up. So you're going to lie on your back in a neutral spine, neutral pelvis, with your legs straight and in parallel. You're going to have your arms overhead on the diagonal. Don't take them too far, just to a position where you can keep your rib cage flat in your tummy so the obliques are already switched on. You're going to breathe in with a head nod as you reach up to the ceiling, and then breathe out as you roll yourself up off the mat, moving all the way through your spine, reaching forwards towards the wall in front of you, not down to your feet, and keeping your eyes on your knees. So your neck is following the curve of your spine and you're in a rounded flexed position reaching forward. Breathe in as you start to roll back and make sure you drop your shoulders here, keeping your arms parallel to the ground, and then breathe out as you roll yourself back down to the mat with control, slowly unraveling your spine from that flexed position back into neutral. Now be careful you don't lift your legs when you do this exercise. Don't overuse the hip flexors. This should all be coming through from the abs, mobilizing your spine into flexion. You're going to breathe in as you reach up with a head nod. Breathe out as you roll up, and all the way over, reaching forward. Keep your eyes on your knees. Don't look forward here. Breathe in as you start to roll back, dropping your shoulders, and out as you roll down. We're going to do 2 more of these. In as you reach up, head nod. out as you roll up. All the way through, stretching into those hamstrings. In as you start to roll back, drop your shoulders, and out as you roll down, back to your start position. Last one of these, in as you reach up with a head nod, out as you roll up. In as you start to roll back off those sit bones, and then out as you roll down, still reaching your arms forward, keeping your shoulders stabilized, and coming all the way back onto that diagonal, holding your rib cage flat on your tummy. Staying on your back now, we're going to go into shoulder bridge. So this is going to be working into your posterior extensors of the hip. So those are the back of your body and the muscles that extend your hip, pull your leg backwards in space. So you're going to tuck your feet a little bit closer to your bottom, keeping your pelvis and your spine in neutral. Your abs are going to stay on to stabilize your back the whole way through, and all the movement is going to be coming from the glutes and the hamstrings. Make sure that your hips, your knees, and your feet stay in line and stay in that parallel position. You're going to breathe in to prepare, and out as you push yourself up off the mat, squeezing into the glutes and hamstrings and finishing in a neutral straight line. Keep your rib cage flat on your tummy so the abs are on, stabilizing the whole way through. You're not extending into your back and then popping the ribs open. Keep that all switched on the whole way through. You're going to breathe in as you come back down to the mat, bending at the top of your legs, not rolling through your pelvis. Breathe in to prepare, out as you push up, and straight away in as you come down again. Out as you push up, squeeze into the glutes and hamstrings, and in as you come down. We're going to go for 4 more, up and down, and 3, up and down, 2, up and down. And on this last one, you're going to go up and you're going to stay there. We're going to bring in some heel lifts. So this is going to start shifting your weight, making you have to work a little bit harder here to stabilize and keep yourself level and neutral. You're going to breathe in as you lift one heel up off the mat. Breathe out as you lower it down. Other side, in as you lift, out as you lower. Keep alternating left and right. Breathing in as you lift, out as you lower. In as you lift, out as you lower. Keep going, making sure that your pelvis is not tipping and you're not slowly sinking down towards the mat as you do this. We're going to go for 3 more. In, last one, in and out. Now we're going to bring in the whole leg lift. It's going to be a small lift, so you're going to lift that heel again, but then follow with the toe, bringing that foot just off the mat, then coming down with the toe followed by the heel. Other side, in as you lift, out as you lower. Other side, in as you lift, out as you lower. And the whole way through, still keeping that stability in your pelvis, having to work to stabilize and keep yourself in neutral. We're going to go for 3, 2, 1, and then breathe in to stay, and out as you bring yourself back down to the mat again. Now we're going to add a little bit of adduction work, okay? This is just going to make the hamstrings work a little bit harder, make that symmetry a little bit better, and you're going to need to put something between your knees. Now you can either use a block, but if you don't have one, that's also fine. You can put a ball, a cushion, a rolled up towel, anything you like between your knees, okay? Try and make sure it's something that's going to be the size that's going to keep your legs in neutral when you're holding onto it with your knees, because we're going to be squeezing whatever that is between your knees. I'm going to refer to it as a block, but whatever you're using is fine, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to squeeze onto whatever that is between your knees. For me, it's my block. Okay, you're squeezing it as hard as you can. And now we're going to go back up into that shoulder bridge and come down, but you're going to hold that squeeze the whole way through. So breathe in to prepare, and out as you come up. Keep squeezing. In as you come down. Out as you come up, and in as you come down. Keep squeezing for 8, and down. 7, and down. Still keeping the abs on. 6, and down. 5, and down. 4, and down. Nearly there. 3, and down. 2, and down. And last one, and down. And then you can take that object out from between your legs. And that's it for the shoulder bridge for today. Next, we're going to move on to single leg stretch obliques, and double leg stretch. This is going to be part of that ab workout that we do in the full workout. So just 3 of the 5. You're going to need to imprint for this because your legs are both going to be up in the air and they're going to be moving around. So you need to stabilize your lower back when you're doing this exercise. Pull your pelvis towards your rib cage, stabilizing your lower back, and then bring your legs up into tabletop. And you're going to come up into this ab prep position, and this is your start position for single leg stretch. You're going to breathe in to prepare and out as you stretch one leg away and bend the other leg towards you. If you want to do the hand choreography, the inside hand is on your knee, the outside hand is stretching to your foot. And then you're going to switch and switch. Now you need to decide where you're going to stretch your legs to. Don't take them too low if you're not able to keep your back stabilized. Just decide where is best for you as long as you are reaching that leg away the whole way through. And we're going to go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep your shoulders up. 3, 2, 1. Back to tabletop into obliques now. So take your hands behind your head. Just use your fingertips to help support your neck. Don't pull your head forward. And you're going to keep your elbows wide as you rotate your rib cage and your shoulders round together and then round. You're going round towards the leg that's bent and then switching over. Think opposite rib to opposite hip. Don't think about bringing your elbow to your knee. We don't want to pull the shoulders into this. We want the shoulders to just move with the rib cage as you come round. And we're going to go for 8, 7, 6, 5. Still reaching your legs away. 3, 2, 1. And then back to center again for double leg stretch. Take your hands to the sides of your knees. You're going to breathe in to prepare and then out as you stretch your legs and your arms overhead on the diagonal. Circle round on the inhale. Stretch on the exhale, circle round. And again, only take your legs as low as you can keep that stability in your lower back, okay? And round. And round. For 6, and 5, and 4, 3. Use your breath. 2, and last 1. And then bring your head down to the mat. Bring your legs down one at a time, and then only once both feet are on the mat, release your imprint so that your back has stayed stabilized the whole way through. Whew, and that's it for the ab series. Our next exercise is going to be side leg lift. Now, we're not going to do the side leg lift series. We're just going to do a different version that is still going to work and be really effective getting into these hip muscles. So you will need something underneath your head because you're going to be lying on your side. Whether you've got a block or a rolled up towel or a cushion, anything will do, or your arm just resting underneath your head. You're going to lie on your side, and you're going to have one leg bent and the other leg straight. So the bottom leg is going to be bent to help you stabilize, and then your top leg is going to be reaching through in a straight line in line with your body. Okay, we're going to start with lift and lower. Just lifting that leg, bringing it down. Make sure your leg isn't coming forward. Okay, you want to be in a nice straight line so you're really working into the hip joint. Lift and lower. We're going for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now we're going to bend and stretch. So bend and then stretch back into that straight line, squeezing into your glutes and hamstrings here. So bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. For 4, stretch. 3, stretch. 2, stretch. And 1. Now we're going to do a combination of the two. So you're going to go up, down, bend and stretch. Again, up, down, bend and stretch. You're breathing in and out. Up, down, bend and stretch. 2 more. Up, down, bend and stretch. Last one. Up, down, bend and stretch. And then we're going to flip over and do the same on the other side. Okay, so you're in that same position again with your bottom leg bent, your top leg running straight through in line with your body, and we're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower for 4 and down, 3 and down, 2 and down, and 1 and down. Bend and stretch. Now bend and stretch. Make sure you squeeze those glutes and hamstrings as you stretch in a straight line. Bend and stretch. 4, stretch. 3, stretch. 2, stretch, and 1. Now the combination going up, down, bend and stretch. You're breathing in and out, in and out, up, down, bend and stretch. 3 more, up, down, bend and stretch. 2, up, down, bend and stretch. Last one, up, down, bend and stretch. Excellent. Have a little rest and then we're going to move on to our final exercise, the push-up. For this version of the push-up, we start in standing and we combine it with a roll down and a roll up. So you're going to stand with your feet hip-width apart at the edge of your mat, and you're going to breathe in as you roll yourself down towards the mat. You're going to breathe out for a count of 4 as you walk your hands away. 1, 2, 3, and 4. By the time you get to 4, you are in a plank and ready for your inhale. You're going to breathe in, and out as you push away. So you're going to do small bends at the elbows. Bend, 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 and push away. One more, bend, 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 and push away. And then you're going to walk yourself back for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and roll yourself back up to your start position. We do 2 full sets, so we're going down again as you breathe in, rolling down. As you breathe out, walk yourself away. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're in a plank. Let's go down, 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 and push. Down, 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 and push. Last one, down, 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 and push. And walk yourself back for 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you breathe out, roll yourself back up to neutral again. Well done, you have finished the bite-size all-rounder. I hope you are feeling good and you enjoyed that. If you have any questions or comments, please put them below and don't forget to subscribe to The Honest Poppy. See you soon.